What's going on, fellas? Today I'm doing a video about race cancelled, a very discussed topic, especially on my Discord. A lot of people come in with this problem. It could be, the thing is that race cancelled could be for a lot of things. So when people come in, it's usually absolutely different for every single one of them. So finally today decided to cover absolutely everything and how I personally troubleshoot it, because a lot of you might come in with an issue that I've already solved. However, a lot of you might come in with something that I haven't solved. However, the process of elimination and fixing is kind of the same. So that's why I'm gonna guide you through how I fix things and how you can eliminate the whole problem on how you can get it fixed. So I'm gonna try to do it as quick as possible. I don't want this video to be super long. So I'm gonna break this down in a few like types and reasons. So the first is we have three types of mods in Assetto Corsa, kinda. We have the cars, which are car mods for Assetto Corsa. We have maps and tracks, basically whatever you like to call it. It's like the tracks that we drive in, and supporting mods. That includes post-processing filters, Soul versions, pure versions, CSP versions, other random mods like Car Radar, Real Head Motion, whatever, even applications, fellas, even applications. Then the other reasons, there are three reasons kind of that occur during these problems. Usually, usually happens that it's a user error. So it's I don't want to say it, but like unfortunately, fellas, mainly the problem is caused most of the times by you. Either you fail to install the mod correctly, and you find out that your game is not running, it's crashing, it's canceled, it's kicking you out of the game, and it's basically a problem that you either damaged the file, you installed it on the wrong place, it's not working accordingly. Sometimes it's not your issue, it could be mod error, which is the second type, could be the mod actually not working properly, or there could be the third stage, which is basically the third reason, not stage, sorry, which is compatibility issue. That means either the mod that you've installed is not compatible with some of the mods, could be non-CSP compatible, could have interference with other mods or applications or whatever you can think of. That's why you see Assetto Corsa is a lot very problematic, because it's run by so many mods at the moment. It's mainly run by modders. So without further ado, we've already been like 3 minutes into this, and I'm gonna show you real quick. We're gonna go through a few showcases of how you can fix some of the stuff. So I've made here, feel free to join my Discord, links will be down in the description. We have a lot of friendly community. We create our own mods, music, and so on. And we also have very active community at the moment on the help channel. So first, we're gonna start with some of the stuff. I have this big FAQ that I made. We're gonna start with some of the race cancelled that are most common. So race cancelled, crash fix, usually a tap-in solution. The best practice for Assetto Corsa problems is to verify files integrity, verify integrity of the game files. So the best practice basically, fellas, is to verify your file integrity, the game files of Assetto Corsa. That means how you can do that is open Steam. So we're gonna open Steam. I'm just gonna show you real quick. So what's gonna happen now is you wanna go to library, you wanna click on Assetto Corsa, you wanna right click, go to properties, then you wanna go to local files, and you click verify integrity of game files. So this usually, most of the times, will fix your problem. So I'm gonna showcase you, let's say what happens is, I also strongly advise you to install mods manually, because you cannot trust Content Manager. Most of the times when you get AC reverb, means that something is either missing. Usually what happens is some of the mod creators updated their car, and what happens is you go into the server, the same server that you played for months. I have a lot of people that came into and told me, I've played in this server for like a month, I have never had issues, now I can't join. This is the problem, because you join the server, you're not missing any car. So we're giving this scenario, you're not missing any car, you join the same server. But what happened is that the server owner updated their own cars in the server, because the mod creator, let's say he updated the car. So when you go online, let's say Lucas, the owner of Drift Junkies, let's say he updated this car. So there's a new, just giving an example. There's a new version of this car, but you're still with the older version. You haven't updated it, and you join the server and you get error. So you might get AC reverb or anything. And if you go and run through like verify game files integrity, it should usually fix the problem. However, if it's car mod, if it's not a Kunos mod, then the Steam won't be able to update the car for you or anything. So one thing that you can do is just grab the car pack, whatever it's installed. Usually when you go to servers, they have their own car packs. You know, when you go to let's say cars, tracks, you see I've posted here for the Drift Junkies, whatever. So let's say you're missing Brooklyn Park, or Brooklyn Park was updated with the owners of the server. They will have their own Discord most of the time, so you just download the track, install it, you should be good to go. Next problem, fellas. You open Content Manager. We're gonna find a car. We're gonna find. All right, let's find this car. So we're gonna open this folder of this car, and I'm gonna show you how Verify Integrity can fix stuff for you. We're gonna copy this folder, SFX. But I'm gonna break the car. I'm gonna break the mod. So we're gonna miss files on purpose. Now we're gonna try to join real quick. So give me a second just to see if my video is all right. We good. We good. All right, we can go. Now you can see we're joining the server. So I'm gonna wait a bit, and we should get an error that we are missing something from the car. And of course we're gonna miss the SFX, the audio of the car. So there won't be any sound, there won't be anything. But we won't even get into the game itself. We're just gonna get a race cancel and the game should crash. So we're loading in, blah 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 blah. Pit stop, boom, crash. There goes in, game crashed. And it's very important when you get that message in game, just ignore it, click no, and wait for this message right here. This is what you need, and I'll show you how you can actually search for errors. Game crash, car sound might be broken. What you can do, fellas, is I'm gonna use Steam now. We're gonna go again to library as I showed you, properties. Then we're gonna go to local files, and we're gonna verify integrity of the game files. Now this will take some time. So while I'm waiting, fellas, for this to take place, I'm gonna open my browser. I'm gonna open a new tab, and what we can do now is, let me show you what you can do. So you remember we checked the AC reverb, right? So we're gonna search this. So what you do, the best practice is you go on the internet, or you can go to YouTube, but not like you cannot find most of the stuff sometimes on the YouTube. So Assetto Corsa, how you can search. Start with Assetto Corsa, game crashed, or basically race cancelled, AC reverb 0. And you can do this with absolutely any error that you get from race cancelled. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm pretty sure I had other race cancels right here. Another race cancel that you can get is basically Steam API right here. I've put it on my FAQ. You can see how do you fix Steam API. That Steam API is basically when your Steam is not connected to Content Manager, basically, and you try to join a server that requires your Steam API. So what you can do is basically make sure your Steam is open, make sure Steam account that you're using is the Steam you purchased Assetto Corsa on. Unfortunately, fellas, I stopped helping people that I've helped absolutely everyone, but stopped helping people that use pirated Assetto Corsa, because if the game is pirated, it's already having its own bugs. It's not the original game, so you cannot even, like, I can go and try to fix the problems, but the game itself, it might have its own problems. So it's like you're going into this abyss of problems, so it's almost unfixable. But if it's just normal Assetto Corsa original, I can fix absolutely anything. So basically, how do you find your Steam ID? Right here, we got questions. Checksum error. I'm gonna cover checksum error. So what is checksum error is when the data you have does not match with the server one. Basically, same with the updates. You might get this if they changed, if they updated the cars and you're using an older car. You might definitely get a checksum error. The easiest way to fix this is just you can either drag a car pack or a track, whatever you have, put it on Content Manager, update your car and track mods, and you should be good to go. Or you can delete them and install manually. Now, one more thing that you can have a very big problem is your game will be crashing. There was a guy, I remember this case, he was trying to join a Shotoku Revival server, right? So let's say he was trying to join an SRP server. What happened is he drag and dropped Shotoku Revival project, which is extremely big map. And when he installed it, he can definitely go into single and launch it from here, right? He could play solo on practice. He can definitely drive alone on SRP. But when he goes online, his game was crashing. Why? Because Content Manager didn't install it properly. So there was a difference between the server and his own game, basically his own mod. So what you can do is, fellas, as I always advise, install the big track mods like SRP, FDR, Union Island, these big maps, and eventually you can install anything manually. If you install manually, you're problem proof. So make sure to do that. Basically, what does the crash? So Steam API is basically make sure your Steam is open. That means it's not connected. How you can connect your Steam is you go to Content Manager, you go to Settings, you go to Content Manager right here, and you go to General. And right here you can change, you can open, you see you can change, and you can basically attach your Steam profile right here. The next problem a lot of people have is game crashed, DLC is missing. So you're missing game crash required DLC might be missing. That means, let's say, I'm gonna give you the perfect example. Let's go to online. Let's say you are trying, fellas, to join this server, which has the Japanese cars. So it has A86, it has some of the cars that are included in the Assetto Corsa Japanese pack. That is a DLC that you need to purchase. Or if you purchase the Assetto Corsa Ultimate Edition, you have everything, any DLC. So if you don't have the DLC and you try to join the server, your game will crash, you get a race cancelled, game crashed, you're missing a DLC. The only way to fix that is to purchase the DLC, either by third-party website or through Steam, basically. How you can do that? Of course, you can go to Steam, search Assetto Corsa, and you see immediately there are also DLC popping up. You can just scroll down, go to all, and you can see the Japanese pack is right here. At the moment, it's not on discount, but you can find it cheaper on third-party websites. Anyways, with that being said, let's find something here. In the FAQ, I covered so many problems. Let's check, by the way, I forgot. Let's see what happened with our verify files integrity. See, fellas, you remember earlier we tried to join the game and our game crashed because I deleted the sound of the car. Now what the verify game files integrity did from Steam actually restored these 3 files that are missing. So I can assure you that if we try to join right now, we will be absolutely having no problem, or we'll be in game. So let's try to join right now and see what happens. Gonna wait a bit. It's still loading. Let's see if we will get the error and if the Steam verify game files integrity actually did its job perfectly and restored the files. So if it restored the files, then we should have no issues at the moment and we should be able to join in the server and play. And as you can see, fellas, I'm already in the game. You can see everything is fine. The car has sounds, but I've disabled the sounds from the desktop from my OBS. So the game is running perfectly, the car has sound, and we are in the server, which is all that matters, right? So next up, let me think of other errors. Let's say something broke your CSP. Other errors that you might not be able to join a server is that you are using, let's say you're using older version of CSP, right? So what will happen? Let's actually try that. 173. Let's go. I'm gonna go to 173 and let's see if something will happen. So you see, usually immediately will give you an error, which says here custom shader patch of 177 or newer is required. So make sure your CSP fellas is to the latest. And if you're asking what is this preview version, this is paid version fellas. You can check my video about how to get CSP preview, which contains the rain effects and more graphic thingies. I'm not gonna cover this. The video is already getting longer. Now, make sure you're always updated to the latest possible version. Then make sure your Soul or Pure that you're using are updated to the latest version. You can see at the moment I'm on Soul 2.4 as controller script, on weather effects, which is on settings, custom shader patch, weather effects, and my Pure is to the latest. And Pure again is paid. So if you wanna know how to get it, feel free to check my Pure and Soul update videos. But Soul is the free version, so our Soul is 2.2.7. Everything seems updated, and we should be good to go. If we select the free versions, everything should be good to go from this perspective. Let's say you get some random error. Let me check real quick on the help channel, fellas, if I can find something sketchy. Alright, fellas, now I went to AC Drift Junkies help center, and you can see one of the guys immediately has like, okay, I need someone to help me. When I want to join the server, it says race cancel or something that is missing. So basically, you see he's missing some of the materials, car body for SolTX maps. See, he's missing some of the mappings basically for the car. And what you can do is basically, this is Kuno's car, if I am not mistaken. This has to be Kuno's car. If not, if it's a mod, you have to reinstall the mod. You need to find this specific mod or get the whole bundle that usually server owners make, the whole car pack for the specific server. Install it again. That will update the car and will fix your problem. If this is a Kuno's car, however, the best way to fix this is just going to properties, local files, and verify game integrity files, and this will solve all your problems, usually. So let's see if we can find something more difficult in terms of race canceled. Can someone help me? Race canceled. But bro, I mean, just providing a picture of the race canceled itself doesn't help us. One big trick, fellas, is not only you go and search the error. So whatever error it gives you, make sure you grab the error and you paste it here. So if it gives you error 404, whatever, just think of something. You can always search it up, right? You see, this guy just got a missing DLC, Skyline R34, because these, even if the car is R34 or some Japanese, Nissan, whatever, it's based on the Kuno's cars. That means you still require the DLC. So basically, what you have to do is another thing is that failed to connect he got race cancelled, failed to connect prohibited username. So if the guy actually used some insultive or racist name maybe in the online naming content manager, that means he cannot join the server. So see, the servers actually had restrictions. What you can do is go to settings, go to content manager, go to drive, and change your online name. This will solve your problem. And yeah, I mean, it's not the smartest thing to use insultive or like provocative names, whatever. So this guy can't launch the race. KS Mazda RX-7 Spirit R is damaged. Model files are missing. Again, this is Kuno's car. If he only went to Steam, local files, and launched the verify file integrity, he would have fixed all his issues. Again, you can see right here, I told him if you have DLC, I'm afraid DLC barrier will stay. But in this case, he's not missing the files. He needs to run. I'm pretty sure I told him to verify his file integrity. And this is very old, so I'm not even going to reply to these because we already solved these people's problems. These are very old. I'm trying to search for something here, so I was scrolling up. So basically, that's that, fellas. Any issue that you have, whatever race cancel you get, go to Google. If you can't find any articles either on my server, you can always tag me up on my Discord and I will respond. I will try to help you. But when you Google, basically you type Assetto Corsa, basically game crashed or race cancelled, and what you can do is you type race cancelled and let's see what happens. you see immediately you can find any forums. You see Reddit, race department, Steam community. A lot of people have, you might actually have already your issue that you're experiencing, and you can easily fix this by just googling up, searching what you need, and that's that basically. So this is it for me, fellas. I'd like to thank my supporters. Weepster was the latest booster. Thank you very much for boosting the server on the Patreon, for TK, basically all the boosters, all the YouTube members currently that we have. Thanks a lot, guys, for all the support. Feel free, everyone, to check out our Discord when you go to our Discord server. As I told you, we made our own cars, we made our own music. It's fun. Like these guys are super creative. Anyways, like and subscribe, fellas. For more help, I'll make sure to cover the entire game with all the problems, whatever I know, share all my knowledge. Hit the bell button so you can get notifications for all the videos that are to come. Join my Discord, don't forget that. Feel free to support me if you'd like. And for now, fellas, wish you the best, and we'll see you in the next video.